What if I told you that for years many of us have been carefully choosing foods with a little heart-healthy seal of approval on the box, believing we were doing the best for our bodies, only to find out we might have been unintentionally working against our own goals? Now, what if the key to truly protecting our arteries wasn't about obsessively counting every gram of fat, but about understanding a powerful hormone that controls how our body uses energy, a hormone that, for the majority of the population, is no longer working as it should? And finally, what if the single best meal you could eat to help clean out and fortify those very arteries actually features a delicious, satisfying food that you've probably been told to avoid for the sake of your heart? If that sparks your curiosity, then stay with me. For a long time, I've focused on what we shouldn't eat, but today is different. Today, we're going to focus on what we should eat, and the answer might just surprise you. To understand this, we need to look deep inside our own bodies, at the very lining of our blood vessels. This delicate layer is called the endothelial layer. Think of it as the gatekeeper of your cardiovascular system. It's incredibly important. It manages your blood pressure. It acts as a sophisticated filter for your blood, especially in the kidneys. And it even plays a role in preventing dangerous clots. It's a true powerhouse. But here's the fascinating part. This powerful layer has a preferred fuel source, and that fuel is glucose. Now, you don't need to eat sugar to provide this fuel. Your body is smart and can make its own. But to get that glucose into the cells of the artery wall, it needs a key. And that key is insulin. This means the health of your arteries is directly and profoundly linked to how well your body manages insulin. And here's the problem we face today. A vast number of people are suffering from a condition called insulin resistance. Simply put, their body's cells have stopped listening to insulin's message. This is often caused by years of a diet high in carbohydrates and frequent snacking, which keeps insulin levels chronically high. When you have insulin resistance, you create a fuel shortage right where you need energy the most. Inside your arteries. This is the root of so many problems, and it's a far cry from the advice we see on the front of a cereal box. So, how do we begin to heal and support this vital system? It comes down to providing the right nutrients that allow our body to function as it was designed to. Let's talk about a few key players. First up is a wonderful molecule called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as the great relaxer for your blood vessels. It helps them open up, become more flexible, and prevents them from getting stiff and brittle. It's absolutely essential for healthy blood pressure and for supporting that endothelial layer we just talked about. Several things help our body produce it. An amino acid called arginine is one, which is why you see it in supplements for blood pressure. Even our own hormones, like testosterone, play a role in boosting nitric oxide. It's a sad reality that modern life, with plastics in our environment, can negatively impact testosterone levels, which has a downstream effect on our heart health. But there are other, more powerful ways to support this process. Let's talk about the incredible dynamic trio: magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2. Magnesium is a true superstar. Not only does it help increase nitric oxide, but it also helps calm the body by reducing stress hormones like cortisol. When you're less stressed, your blood pressure naturally tends to be lower. Even more importantly, magnesium acts like a traffic cop for calcium. It helps prevent calcium from building up inside the arteries where it can form hard, dangerous plaque. Working hand in hand with magnesium are vitamin D and vitamin K2. Vitamin D, which our body makes from sunshine, is another powerful trigger for nitric oxide. This is a major reason why so many people with low vitamin D levels struggle with high blood pressure. Then, vitamin K2 steps in to make sure that any calcium in your system goes to the right places, like your bones and teeth, and stays out of your soft tissues and arteries. These nutrients work together as a team to keep your arteries clear and flexible. Understanding these pieces is the key before we can build the perfect meal. So, with all of this knowledge, what does the single best meal to clean out your arteries actually look like on a dinner plate? It's time to put it all together. First, we need a meal that doesn't create that problematic insulin spike. This means we're going to build our plate around a low-carb or even ketogenic foundation. This approach allows your body to use an alternative fuel source called ketones, which can bypass the entire insulin resistance problem and deliver much-needed energy directly to the cells lining your arteries. The star of our meal is going to be something that conventional wisdom has told you to fear: High quality, grass-fed red meat. Yes, you heard that right. A delicious hamburger patty or a beautiful steak. Around 6 to 8 ounces. Why red meat? Because it's packed with highly bioavailable protein, the very building blocks your heart muscle needs to stay strong. It's also loaded with zinc, which is essential for healthy testosterone levels, which in turn helps with that all-important nitric oxide production. And if you're making a burger, I highly recommend melting some delicious high-quality raw cheese on top. Raw cheese is a fantastic source of that crucial vitamin K2 we just discussed. Now, what do we serve alongside it? The second part of our perfect meal is a large, vibrant salad. I'm particularly fond of arugula. Not only is it delicious with its peppery bite, but it's also a powerhouse for increasing nitric oxide. It's rich in vitamin C and vitamin E as well, both of which are wonderful for artery health. To top off that salad, or to have as a small side, I recommend a handful of pumpkin seeds. These little gems are nutritional giants, packed with both magnesium and zinc, giving you another boost for nitric oxide and overall health. This meal is not about deprivation. It's about abundance and giving your body exactly what it needs to thrive. Finally, I want to talk about one last, critically important element that you can't really get from this meal alone, but is perhaps the most powerful tool you have for supporting your heart. That is vitamin D3. Unless you are living the traditional life of an Eskimo and eating a diet rich in seal fat, it's virtually impossible to get the amount of vitamin D you need from food. The absolute best source is and always will be the sun. When the weather allows, make it a point to get regular, sensible sun exposure on your skin. I'm not talking about getting burnt, but about letting your body do what it was designed to do and manufacture this life-giving vitamin. Of course, for many of us, especially during the winter months, getting enough sun just isn't possible. In that case, you will need to supplement. To truly support your heart and overall health, I recommend a maintenance dose of at least 10,000. Use of vitamin D3 every single day. This simple step can have a profound impact on your blood pressure, your immune system, and so much more. Putting all these pieces together, the right meal and the right lifestyle habits, is how you truly build a foundation for a long and healthy life with clear, resilient arteries. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found this information valuable and empowering. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to take control of your health. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.